On a winter night, shrouded in the eerie cold of a dense forest, I found myself traveling alone along a winding road, enveloped in icy fog. The hum of my old car's engine was the only company on that grim night, while the bare branches of the trees loomed threateningly against the dark sky. It was as if the cold itself had frozen time, turning the forest into a place where even the trees seemed to hold their breath, waiting for something sinister. And that something manifested suddenly. Through the mist, the headlights of my car illuminated a creature emerging from the shadow of the forest. It was huge and hairy, with eyes that gleamed with ancient malice. My heart leapt to my throat as my mind desperately tried to rationalize what I was seeing. But there was no room for rationality in the face of such a terrifying sight. The monster was approaching, its heavy footsteps echoing in the cold air. Panic enveloped me and I tried to flee, but my car became stuck in the snow, like prey trapped in a snare. With my heart pounding like a war drum, I watched helplessly as the monster drew nearer, its suffocating presence enveloping the air around me. It was as if every breath I took brought with it the scent of my imminent demise. At a meter's distance, I could smell the stench of its rotting flesh, the fetid breath emanating from its gaping maw. Terror paralyzed me, my body petrified before this living horror. But then, a miracle, my car roared to life, reviving like an animal awakened from its slumber. With a cry of pure terror, I slammed the accelerator and the car broke free from the snow's grip, speeding away like a fleeing arrow. The monster roared with rage behind me, but I dared not look back to see if it was pursuing me. I drove as if the devil himself were chasing me, my only desire to get away from that accursed place as quickly as possible. Finally, when I saw the familiar lights of civilization on the horizon, a sigh of relief escaped my trembling lips. But even when I reached home, the terror did not leave me. Every shadow seemed to conceal the monster, every creak of the house seemed to be its rasping breath. I couldn't close my eyes all night, tormented by the thought of having to return to that cursed forest the next day. Because I knew that the monster waited there, in the darkness, ready to claim its next victim. And this time, there might not be a miracle to save me.